Welcome dear students to another class of computers. Today we are going to do the practical work of inserting page break. So in last class we have seen what is word processor, how to select text using mouse as well as keyboard. So today topic is inserting page break. Okay, so from where you can insert the page, actually Word automatically inserts a page break at the end of each page. You can see here that this page like I am having this page, and then after this page this is another page. So after one page Word automatically adds a page, okay, and then it creates a document. So you can manually insert a page break somewhere else. For example, this is my page. Okay, so if I want a page break here, okay, I want this content on one page and applying margin in Word, that is on another page. Right now it is on the same page. You can see that this is on the same page. If I want this content to be on another page, so I can insert here a page break. For inserting a page break means, like in notebook, if you are writing two questions on one page and third and fourth question on the second page, that means you are breaking the page. Okay, so in Word also it is like a notebook. We are having different pages, and we can move the content as per our need. So here I am just applying page break. For applying page break, what you have to do is you have to follow some steps. So see, the steps are written here. Okay, so first you have to go on a new page, okay, and then you can go on insert tab, and that is in the menu. So this is insert tab, and then you have to click on page break. That will I will show you that. Just see. So here I want to apply a break. So for that I have to click here, and then I have to move on insert tab. So this is insert. Okay, just go on insert. Here you will find page break. Okay, so just go here. Then you can see this is the page break. See, the page is all breaked. Here earlier the content was here, but now it is went to the another page. See, okay, so this page content is moved to the next page. You can check here. Okay, so this whole content is moved to this page, and this here it is up to this page. Is it clear? Okay student, so like this you can apply the page break. If I don't want that, I can just press Ctrl Z, so it will just bring my content back here. Okay, so how you can apply the page break? Just go to that particular place where you want to apply page break. See here, if I want this much content starting to paragraph on one page and remaining on next page, I don't have to press enter again. Okay, that way also you can move content to next page, but I can use page break. For that, just click where you want to break the page, and just go here and click on page break, and shortcut key for this is Ctrl plus enter. Okay, so see, the page is breaked. Earlier content was here, and now it is moved to the next page. So this is known as page break. And if you want to see the page break, just go on home tab and just click on this button. Okay, this button, click. So it will show you here, from here we have break the page. And if you want to remove these symbols, just click here, it will remove this symbol. So like this you can break the page. And if you want to move back the content, just go there and press backspace key, so it will take you to the previous page. Is it clear student? Now next topic is, so where from which tab we can apply the page break? From insert tab. In insert tab, first option is pages, and in pages the third is page break. So like this you can apply the page break. So it is given, you can always delete a page break, that you can edit. That I have shown you that I have deleted the page break. First I have applied, and then I have deleted it. But you cannot remove the Word automatically adds at the end of each page. And you can set up the page break rules also. So in this way you can apply the page break. Now next topic is applying line break. Line break means like line breaks ends a current line and lets you continue to the text in another line. Like we are breaking the lines. Earlier we are breaking the page, now we are breaking the lines. So these are useful for separating paragraph for each other without the space. Okay, so these are the steps that you have to follow for applying line break. So first take the cursor to the place where you want to insert a line break. For example, here I want to insert the line break, and then what you have to do is press shift key and enter key together. So I am just pressing shift and enter together. So see, a line break appear here. There is a gap between the step 1 and step 2. So this will enable you to break the line at selected place. Okay, so like this you can break the line. And if you don't want this, just press Ctrl Z, that means undo. You don't want that changes. Okay, so for example, here if I want to break the lines, so just press shift and enter together. So it will just make the line break. That is a gap of line it will provide you. Okay students, next topic is applying margin in Word. Margin means on this page, Word page, you can see that there is a like space from right side, left side, top and bottom side. So that type of space on a page is known as margin. Okay, so for inserting a margin, what you have to do is you have to follow certain steps. So here steps are given. Just follow these steps and you will able to apply the margins. I am just making it size more so that you can read the instructions carefully. Okay, so first step is just click on the layout tab. So from here what you can see is that page layout tab is there. Okay, so just go there, and from layout tab what you have to do is you have to go on menu bar. Okay, wait, this is our home tab. Okay, just right click here and go to paragraph. Okay, and here you will find page and line breaks. Okay student, for applying margins, what you have to do is you have to go on insert tab, and in insert tab you will find, okay, don't go on insert tab, go on this page layout tab. In page layout tab you will find the options like margins. Okay, this tab. So just follow this instruction, go on layout tab. Layout tab means page layout tab, and then in menu bar you will find this margins option. So this margin options, just click on this drop down menu. So it is normal margins. Normal margins means it will set top 1 inch, bottom 1 inch. This double quotes means inches. Okay, inch is a unit. So it will set a space, one from top, one from bottom, one for left and one for right. Okay, similarly narrow means it is just 0.5 from top, bottom, right and left, and this is moderate. So like this you can apply the margins. It is up to you. These are the options given. Okay, and if you want to create your own margins or space, just go on custom margins, and in custom margins you will find these options: margins, paper and layout. In margins, here you can specify the top margin value, like you can give some value 2, 3, 4, just try it. Okay, I am not applying it here. And bottom, because it is default set and I am using that. So right and left, this way you can give the value, and then click on OK. This values are applying on your document. Okay, gutter margin is also given here. This is gutter margin. Okay, so this gutter margin, if you intend to use the document in a bound format means like a book or report, you need to space the binding, that is right and left side. If you are printing the book, you need to give some space to that binding portion that in your book it is given. So for that you can set this margin, gutter margin portion, and you can just give it to the left or right or center position, left or top position. Okay, it is up to you from where you want to bind the book. So adjust this so that it will give you effect of book. Okay, it will give enough space from the left or the top so that binding can be applied to your Word document. Okay, so like this you can apply margin in your Word document. So here I am just applying, just see, I am giving 2 from top and 2 from bottom. So here you can see the changes. Okay, so right now my margin you can see here. Okay, so it will just adjust my margins from top and bottom 2 inches. So now it is 2 inches. Okay, I don't want 2 inches, so I'm just going here and just applying normal. So see, the margins are reduced. See, this is the top of the page, so now it is reduced. Okay, so like this I can give the margins. Next topic of our class is changing the page orientation. Page orientation means sometimes you hold like a page will appear in a vertical position, and you can hold it in horizontal position also. So see, now this document that you are checking or seeing, it is in the form of portrait. Okay, portrait means I am just changing the direction. See, from this page layout option you can change the orientation, portrait or landscape. So portrait is this way and landscape is like this. Okay, so in Hindi you can say leta hua is landscape and straight is portrait. Okay, so in this way you. Okay students, see, this is the landscape mode. Okay, so if I want to change the mode, for the point of reading you can change the orientation also. So I am just changing it to portrait form. So see, this is in portrait form. Okay, so like this you can change the orientation. Now see here students, MS Word offers two types of orientation. First is landscape, that is like sleeping mode. Okay, and portrait means you can say a horizontal mode, and landscape is horizontal and portrait is vertically. Okay, so just go to here page layout, that is layout tab, and there you will find the option. Okay, the default orientation, that is automatically that is applied to the Word document, that is portrait, and you can change it to landscape as I have shown you. You just go to the page layout tab and then select the orientation and then click on the orientation, which orientation you want. Now we are changing the page size. Page size means we can increase like A4 size page, or different A3 size page is also there. So by default the page size is of a new document is 8.5 inches or 8.5 by 11 inches you can say. So depending on your project you can change the or adjust the page size. So it is important to note that before modifying page size you should check what type of document you want to print. So for changing a page size you have to go on page layout tab and then you have to click on the page size. Okay, so here is the option size. Just click on the size and here you can get the different size, letter, A4, legal, A3, B4, so like this. So by default this 8.5 inches by 11 inches is the size of the page. So that way you can change, like A4, now it is A4. Okay, so just press Ctrl Z to apply the previous size of the paper. Okay, like this you can change the size of the paper. Now what we are doing is, so here are the steps given how you can apply. Just read this and apply. Now I am telling you how to apply borders and shading. Okay, so to enhance the appearance of a text we can apply border and shading to the text. So here you will see the text. So just select this text and go on home tab. So this is my page layout tab. Okay, the home tab, and here you will find that this is the border option. Okay, so select all border from this and then go on this shading. This is the shading, this bucket is the shading. So just go there and apply any color. So like this you can give the border and shading. Okay, so like see here, applying paragraph border. So here I have applied the paragraph border. Select the paragraph you want to format, go on design tab of the menu bar. So here you will find it on the home tab and click on border option on the page background. So from here also you can apply the borders this way and this way, or you can apply the border from here also, like page format. Okay, in page format you will find page border option. Okay, so this is page border. So here from here also you can apply the page border. So this will apply the border to all page. Okay, so from there and we can change the background color of our page also. Just go to page color and like this you can change the color of your page. Whatever color you want to give to your page, just select that and give. From this page layout tab, page color, you can change the color. Page border, you can select the border. If you want a design like for 3D design or some colors or arts, you can give that also as a design outline. See, these apples are the page border now. Okay, so from this thing you can apply the borders. This is the page border. So from here you can select the dimensions or size of the page and then just press OK. That type of border is applied to your page. So paragraph border I have already shown you like this. You can apply, or if you want to apply page borders, just go to background and borders and shading dialog box will appear. Click on borders tab, select the setting you want to set up and then apply whatever look you want. Okay, like this you can apply the that is borders. Okay, if you want to apply paragraph shading, just go to the shading tab, that is this page color, or from here also you can apply the shading. This is shading. Okay, and then click on drop down menu. This is the drop down menu. Select whatever color you want. For example, if I want to give a color to this step 2, just select this paragraph, just go to this shading tab and give a color to your particular paragraph. So it will give this shading to your paragraph. Okay, and then click on OK. It will apply. Okay, so like this you can apply. What we have seen today is inserting page break, okay, and then applying line break, and after that margins in a word, and then page orientation we have seen, and how we can change the page size and how we can apply borders and shading. So this is all about today's class, students. See you in next class. Thank you so much.